Yes, good afternoon people. Another quick video. Today I'm going to talk about the double standards of the mainstream media after the incident that happened in Amsterdam between the Israeli football fans and the Dutch locals. But before I get into it, share, comment, like and subscribe. Judging by the reports that came out from the news outlets after the incident, you would have thought that the Israelis went over to Holland for a football match and they just was attacked by the locals. Every media outlet, every Sky News, BBC, all of them, Channel 4, Channel 5, all of them came out with the same rhetoric. The Israelis were there 2 days prior to the game. Anytime they saw people displaying anything to do with Palestine, they would attack them, rush them, beat them up or throw stuff at them, spit at them. They were climbing up buildings, tearing down Palestinian flags, burning Palestinian flags. They attacked a taxi driver, mash up his cab. But as we know, taxi drivers, like here in England, you trouble one of them, they got links and they'll all team up. Anyway, they went to the football match. They disrespected the 1 minute silence for the flood victims of Valencia, Spain. And they got their arse handed to them on the football pitch 5-0. After they came out on the road now, they're singing songs about there's no more schools in Gaza because there's no kids left. And then it kicked off. And they got their arse handed to them. Some of them got beat up, some of them got robbed, some of them got thrown in the canal and all sorts of things. I'm not condoning any violence here, yeah? But if you play silly games, you're going to get silly prizes. You can't be testing people and think nothing ain't going to happen. What's going on here? So some of them were getting bus up and then they were made to say, free Palestine, free Palestine. I'm sure most of you have seen the videos doing the rounds on social media. Like I said before, the media didn't report none of what the Israelis were getting up to, the chanting of the stuff and stuff like that. You had to get that from social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram or wherever. But the mainstream media didn't say nothing about it. They just said that it was anti-Semitic behaviour and they were attacked in Dutch. The Dutch Prime Minister came out and he likened it to the pogrom, what happened in Holland during the Second World War. English Foreign Secretary David Lammy, you know, it's anti-Semitic, they shouldn't be blah, blah, blah. But no one has said the facts that the Israeli people, they started it. You can't go in people's place and be mashing up people's property and that. And if it was English football fans who went over there and behaving, they would be called drunken thugs. But no, because it's not real, because it's their people, nothing is being said. And this in itself has just exposed it even more. I think it's turned out to be an own goal for them, to be fair. Because it's just exposed the double standards and it exposes that the media is complicit and 100% lying all over the world. Regular people, I'd have to say, okay, you got some people who supporting what Israel's doing. Fair dues. You can support what you want. But at least 75% of the people of the world, I think, are against what Israel is doing in Palestine. And it should be stopped. And the only people who are not, who ain't behind it, is the people that actually matter, the people who make the decisions, the politicians, because they're all bought and paid for. The fact that Israel is still allowed to play international sport when they're going on with things like that says it all. When Russia invaded Ukraine, they was banned from the Olympic, banned from the World Cup, they're banned from all sports now. Even their tennis players were banned from Wimbledon. Or had to play, and when they played this year, they had to play, they weren't under no country. They just had to play, not represent, just representing themselves. So how comes Russia has been banned for invading the country, but Israel has not been banned from anything. And when the media puts all this out there, it just emboldens them to behave worse and worse. And now you're seeing the true colours of them. I don't know where this ends, but the politicians, the people on top, you've got to end it. It's for you to tell them it's time to stop now. There's a bigger goal here. They're trying to wipe out all of the people them of Gaza, because they're trying to make the greater Israel one big place, trying to eradicate the Palestinian people. I'd like to say I'm just on humanity's side, and people, just kids and that, just dying for nothing. I think we need to stop that, because if that was happening here, it would be a different thing. But because it's happening to brown people, we don't give a shit. Let's not forget, when the Russians invaded and it was happening to Ukrainians, we opened our doors for them, and rightly so. Come over, come, be safe. We're not affording the same thing to the Palestinians. This has been going on for 13 months now, and there's no sign that it's going to stop. I don't know. Humanity is finished. That's in my opinion. We are finished. We've allowed this to happen. And I say this. Who's next? So everyone might think, oh, because we're all a bit like that. Oh, it ain't happening to me. I'm safe, you know what I mean? Blah, blah. And don't give a shit. But you got to think, they've let this happen. They've let it happen right in front of our eyes. It plays out on TikTok, on Instagram. And no one's doing nothing. And I say, they can let it go there. Who's next? But in my opinion, the Western media, all these media outlets, they've lost all credibility. You can't believe nothing they say. If they tell you it's raining, look outside and make sure yourself, because they will tell you lies. And that's all they do, feeding us lies and more lies and more lies. So tell me what you guys think on it. Comment, like, share and subscribe. Out of here.